fourth graders. We are doing a combined lesson this week. I am going to teach you about one of my favorite musicals called The Sound of Music. I wonder if you've ever seen it or heard of it. It's a great movie musical. It's also a stage musical. We're going to talk about that show today, and we're going to sing one of the songs, My Favorite Things. That's the name of the song. It actually is one of my favorite things, but the name of the song is My Favorite Things. And then we're going to learn a rhythm and add it to the song. All right, that's our plan. Let's get started. Before we do anything, let's start with a mindful moment. Let's listen to this beautiful music written by Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein. Feel your body relax with the sounds of the orchestra. Can you hear that high violin sound? Take a deep breath in, please. Bring those arms up. Give yourself a nice big stretch. Big, long, deep breaths. Another deep breath in. This song is called Edelweiss. And Edelweiss is a little flower. It does grow here in America, but it's very common in Austria, where the Sound of Music takes place. This song is named after that flower, Edelweiss. The flower is really like a national symbol for the country. Let's do another deep breath in. Bring those shoulders up. So, Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein worked together. They had an awesome partnership. They wrote a lot of musicals together. Maybe some of them you've heard of. Cinderella, Oklahoma, The King and I, South Pacific, and The Sound of Music. Richard Rodgers was the composer, and he wrote all the music. Oscar Hammerstein was the lyricist. He wrote all the words, and together they made an awesome partnership. I wonder if you've ever heard of these musicals. I wonder if anyone in your family has. Have you ever been to a musical? All right, well, I think we probably should get some information. Maybe you could interview some people in your house and figure out how much they know about musicals. Would you do that? I made up a little interview for you. You can print it out off of the slides that came home on Sunday night with your online learning. You can print that out and you can ask someone some questions. You could even keep it right on your tablet or your Chromebook and you can fill out the answers right then and there. My son interviewed me and asked me the same questions. So I'm going to show you what our interview looked like, and hopefully you'll be able to interview someone at home too. Okay, everyone, this is my son Miles, and he is taking this interview very seriously. He has the questions in front of him, just like you're going to have, and he's going to interview me, just like you're going to interview an adult in your house. All right, ready?
Question 1. Have you ever seen a stage musical?
Yes, I have seen a stage musical. I've seen lots of them.
Have you ever seen a movie musical?
Okay, you should write the answer down.
You're
you want
right.
to show them how to do it. So let me hold the microphone and you write in, yes, I've seen lots of them. You can just pretend. Okay. Question 2.
Question 2. Have you ever seen a movie musical?
A movie musical, yes, I've seen lots of them. All right.
Question 3. Question 3. Do you have a favorite musical? Can you tell me why it's your favorite?
Oh my goodness. I have a lot of favorite musicals, and I don't even know if I could pick one. But I'll say for right now, my favorite musical is Wicked. I just think it's a really cool retelling of The Wizard of Oz. It's really creative, and the music is beautiful. So that's my answer.
More like the music's wicked good.
It is.
Question 4. What was the last musical you saw?
The last musical I saw was when I went to my daughter's middle school, and she was in a production of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. All right, that's all. It's 4 questions. Ask your family at home some questions about the musicals they've seen. I can't wait to read the answers. Thanks, Miles.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the story of The Sound of Music. I don't want to tell you too much because I want you to watch the movie. You know, this is a great time to watch something new and different. You might have more free time. Your family might be home a lot more than they were before the quarantine, and you might be looking for something new to watch. Why don't you suggest The Sound of Music? Tell your family Mrs. Fraser loves this movie. So, The Sound of Music, the story goes like this. There's a family. There's 7 children. That's a lot of kids. And they live with their dad. And the dad wants to hire a nanny to take care of them. And this is a big job. The nanny is going to take care of all of 7 children. And she will also teach them. She will be responsible for everything. So the father hires this girl named Maria. She's the lead character in The Sound of Music, and Maria comes to take care of the children. It doesn't go well at first because the children aren't very well behaved. In fact, they don't like Maria and they want her out. So they're not very kind to her. And the father's kind of mean because he just wants them to be like soldiers, like military, always do the right thing, wear a uniform. You know, he's a captain in the army. So they kind of all disagree about things. But eventually, Maria teaches them music. And when the father hears them sing for the first time, he realizes that Maria is a good nanny and she should stay. No, they don't call her a nanny. They actually call her a governess. Kind of an old-fashioned word, but she was a governess for the family. And she teaches them music, and they're all really talented. All the kids sing, and they're amazing. When I was a kid watching this movie, I thought to myself, I want to have a family like the Von Trapps. I want all my children to sing like that. A lot of things happen. I don't think I should say much else, but that's basically the story. I hope you can watch it. If you watch it, let me know what you think. My Favorite Things by Richard Rogers and Oscar Hammerstein. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudel, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. You know, that song, My Favorite Things, really is one of my favorite things. I love the song, and I love the whole musical, The Sound of Music. I thought maybe we could talk a little bit about our favorite things. I know Mrs. Lorenzo is doing a lesson with you where you get to think about your favorite things. I can't wait to see the beautiful artwork you come up with this week. Mrs. Lorenzo is going to share it with me. And if you want, you just send me a picture too. I would love it. So our favorite things. In the song, you know, it was written a long time ago. They kind of talk about maybe old-fashioned things, you know, bright copper kettles. Maybe you and I wouldn't really think of that as being something that's our favorite thing. And maybe there's even things that are in the song we don't really even know about, like schnitzel with noodles. I don't know. So we want to think about some of our favorite things today. I have a little video of some of my favorite things. I thought I would share it with you. Check it out. cup of coffee in the morning, in my favorite mug. My favorite fruit, pineapple, making waffles for my family. Here. Oh, and eating them too. Having fresh flowers in my house. Reading a good book. Going for walks outside, especially on a beautiful sunny day. My favorite sports team, the Red Sox. Cuddling with my kitty. This is Winnie. Playing cards with my family. And Winnie. Playing Fortnite. Playing the piano, especially Mozart. Hi. All right, so those were all my favorite things. I had a really fun time making that video. So now Mrs. Lorenzo has a project for you all this week, and you'll be making your own artwork based on your favorite things. I actually cannot wait to see what you come up with. She says you can do collage or bookmaking. I can't wait. Whatever you come up with, would you send me a picture? I want to see it too. So those were some of my favorite things. Let's go back to that song from The Sound of Music, written by Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein. I have sort of a karaoke version. Would you try to sing along? I hope you do. It's really fun to sing. Sing out loud, sing out strong, and everybody in your house will come running to see what you're doing. Have fun. Sing. Okay, so the rhythm. The challenge here is that we are doing a 3-beat pattern. Now, why is that a challenge? Well, you may not know this, you may not have realized, but the most common pattern we have in music is 4 beats. And then sometimes it's 2, but it's usually 4. Think of every time we count out 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is the most common. Switching to 3 is a little bit of a challenge. Okay. We're talking about this pattern of 3. So when we're talking about these beats, we're actually talking about our time signature. Time signature. You see this a lot in music, but we don't really spend a lot of time talking about it. Do you remember seeing anything like this in your recorder music? A 4/4? That's probably the most common. My favorite things is 3/4. That time signature of 3/4 is what we want. So it's 3 beats per measure. Do you remember what a measure is? It's just like a box of music. We would need to put 3 beats in this measure. So we could put 3/4 notes. 3 beats per measure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Clap with me. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Pat your lap or the table. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, here's where we want to make it a little bit more challenging. instead of doing the same thing for 3 beats, let's say that beat 1 does something different from beats 2 and 3. In fact, when I really want to show that the quarter note is different, you know what sometimes I do? I flip it around upside down. We are going to show that our first quarter note is doing something different, all right? That's a pattern of 3 quarter notes, 3 beats per measure, with the first beat doing something different. So I have my cup. I'm going to tap the cup on beat 1 and tap the table on beats 2 and 3. Can you try to do something like that with me? Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Now, if you don't have a cup and a ruler, or if you don't have something that you really love playing, let's try to do it with just our bodies. Let's snap for beat 1 and clap for beats 2 and 3. Ready? 1. All right, let's put that pattern with our singing. All right, I'm going to sing. If you don't sing, that's okay. But if you want to sing with me, it's a great challenge. Can you sing and do the pattern? Ready? Here we go. 1, raindrops on roses. 1, 2, 3, ready? Here we go. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. How'd you do? Let's try it with that other music. Okay, let's add this music. Now, the music goes a little faster than how I've been doing it. It's fast, so you really have to get your pattern. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's try it. Here we go. Deep breath in. Ready? All right, let's try something different. I'll do it this way. All right, I'll do something different. I'll do a tap and then this. All right, now I'm going to try to tap and clap. Ready? 1. Listen, you can go back on this video and practice that as many times as you like. In fact, I really hope that you go back to when I sing it at the keyboard or when we have the words showing up, that like karaoke video. And I hope that you sing along with me. I would love it. And then, of course, you can try to add this pattern. The important thing is that you need 2 different sounds. You make one sound on beat 1 and then a different sound on beats 2 and 3. The time signature tells us that there are 3 beats per measure. So it should feel a little different than a song like, for example, Lean on Me last week. When we did that, it was 4 beats per measure. All right, so I know Mrs. Lorenzo has that art lesson for you. I really hope that I get to hear from you this week. Would you please let me know how you're doing? Share a video or a picture, share your artwork. If you would sing a song for me, I would love it. See if you can do just a little snippet of Raindrops on Roses. It doesn't have to be the whole song. And then if you can add that pattern, a cup, a ruler, a marker, whatever you have in front of you, just make it work. And you can even use your own body doing different things. All right, this has been really fun. I hope you have a great week of music making.
Hey everyone, the fun doesn't have to stop. This document came with all your online learning on Sunday night. Check it out. I have links here so you can listen to the music of Edelweiss and My Favorite Things. And there's the document for you to have those questions to interview someone at home. And don't forget to sing. The words to My Favorite Things are right here. Have fun making music this week. See you soon.